El Nido, Palawan. I'm actually blown away. Good morning guys from El Nido, Palawan. After almost 3 years, over 3 years, we are back on this beautiful island, ready to island hop, ready to explore. We left Davao, we headed to Manila, and then from Manila we flew direct to El Nido, which was great with Air Swift. I'd highly recommend it. We've made it to Manila Terminal 4, and for the first time ever we are flying direct into El Nido. Thank you.
So we can identify you easily at the waiting part.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to El Nido.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we have a red carpet.
This is so cool. We've walked the red carpet onto our tiny little plane, the only plane that goes direct to El Nido.
We're at the end of the plane.
Air Swift welcomes you to El Nido.
Thank you. Woo! And we have made it to El Nido. Oh, look at this! Red carpet, yet again. So quick, so efficient, rather than flying to Puerto Princesa and then you have to get a 6-hour van ride up to the north to El Nido. But yesterday we just chilled out, we rented a bike, we checked out a couple of nice beaches. We have come down to Leo Beach, which is actually right next to the airport, so you can watch the Air Swift planes taking off and landing. It's got like a built up area that we never knew about, with bars, restaurants, shops, and it's only like 20 minutes on a scooter from El Nido town, and you pretty much get the whole place to yourself, and of course limestone cliffs in the distance.
This is an absolutely gorgeous beach, 20 minutes from Leo, the complete other side of the island. We have made it to Las Cabanas. It's kind of merged with Vanilla Beach and Merrimack Beach, I believe. Apparently it's one of the best places to watch sunset. It's very built up. There's like big resorts, big hotels, lots of bars, lots of restaurants, but it is an unreal little cove here and a perfect place to watch the sunset.
Today we are doing what you come to El Nido for, and that is the island hopping. We're actually doing a private tour, so we're managing to go to a few different spots from different tours. You normally have A, B, C or D, you pick one of them, but we're getting to like combine a few, which we're very excited for. Look at this. Limestone cliffs overlooking me. We're staying at the Cocoon Hotel, our friend Eric's hotel. We'll show you around later. It's time to go island hopping. Bye.
Thank you very much. Supplies. El Nido town hasn't really changed that much, which I quite like. It's still very rustic, but outside of the town, along the beaches, like near Las Cabanas and Merrimack, I believe, it is very different. So built up, quite fancy, sort of higher end restaurants and resorts. But I like being in the rustic bit of the town.
It's good to see quite a few tours going out this morning from El Nido main beach, and there's actually a shipwreck. I think that was from the typhoon in December. El Nido was slightly hit, not as bad as other parts of the Philippines, but there is now a tiny shipwreck on the front of the beach. But yeah, it's getting busier. It's not as busy as obviously pre-pandemic, but it's definitely on the way.
Nice to meet you.
Matt, nice to meet you. Thank you. Saving the beer.
Saving the beer. Fine, I got this one.
We have met our boatmen and tour guides for the day from Big Horn Tours. We will link them below. But before we get to the boat, it is a wade. We have to wade out. The tide is pretty high this morning. You made it.
We made it.
Just
about. We have a huge boat all to ourselves.
My name is Martin, and this is Mong, and that's June, our captain.
look at this. We are on the Big Horn B boat. We have the whole thing to ourselves, the Big Horn, and we have to wait for the Coast Guard to sign us off. But the good thing about a private tour is they go like half an hour to an hour, so an hour more than the group tours, because the group tours take longer to get signed off, and then we can start hitting these amazing islands.
We're off, and I've got the best seat in the house. The first stop is Pinaga, Uyutan Island. This is one of the islands we were the most excited for, but we actually found out that it is now private and owned by a resort, so you can't actually go on it. But the next best thing is being opposite it. It is probably one of the best looking islands. It is huge, and I'm obsessed with that beach. There's a beach there, the water's so clear. I haven't actually seen an island like it.
Just look at this island. It actually used to be part of one of the tours, but obviously now it's private, so no boats come here, which is the bonus of doing a private tour. We got the access to come and see it. Unfortunately not swim in it, but just like bask in this island's glory. It just sits higher than all of the islands. Well, I think it is. I think it could be the highest island in El Nido. I know the resort's being built, which is, I don't know, I'm not sure I agree with it because it sort of outprices everybody. The coolest island, I'm saying it, that I've ever seen. This is the image of El Nido to me. I know a lot of people do the lagoons, but there was something about this island. I was like, I have to see it. It was actually the backdrop for one of the Pirates of the Caribbean film, and they filmed loads of Survivor series on it. You can see why, but unfortunately now you can just, well, not all, because not all tours to go, well, no tours go here. This is as close as we're gonna get. Wow.
This is crazy. There are too many islands. This is Cathedral Cave. You can see, oh my god, the boat's going really close to it. Do we have to go in? I'm scared. There's a big deep
we are
cave.
The only ones at this stop.
But underneath is a really huge.
So the cave looks small, but underneath
You are going in
really
the cave
big.
right now. No, we are going in.
No, stop.
Watch out for bats. Whoa, look at that. We are the only ones here at Cathedral Cave. We have the whole thing to ourselves, but you come here for snorkeling, so I better get in. Wow, look at this place. Wow, that is crazy. I'm sort of dodging bat poo though, which I'm not the biggest fan of. The water here is so clear though. I don't think the cave, you get water like that. And I know I keep saying it, I'm not the only one in the cave.
You look like an ant.
Unbelievable. Oh dear, I wasn't prepared for swimming.
That is our next stop.
Wow, I definitely get lost for words of how to describe some of these islands. This is Kardognan Island, and again, because we are doing the private tour and they know when best to go to, where to go to, we've basically got this whole island to ourselves. There's one other boat here. This isn't the most common of stops, but I don't know why. This is incredible. You've got the beach and you're just surrounded by these giant limestone cliffs. Can I own it?
These are our friend.
And he owns this. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
Imagine owning an island.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of you.
I'm running out of words.
I literally just said that. I literally just said it.
I just don't know how to describe these places. Each place is so unique, so beautiful, and offers something amazing. There was even monkeys, right? I couldn't catch them on camera. They were so quick, so small.
And we met the guy that owns the island. So
Yeah.
many natives own this island.
This part of the island, his sister used to own another island. I mean, it's so crazy. Imagine owning an island like this.
You're so good. Amazing. The coolest of islands and the coolest of island owners. How good was he on the guitar? It's basically got everything you need. You've got limestone cliffs, you've got puppies, you've got monkeys, you've got a beautiful beach, and you've even got a cave that you can go into. But we are getting back on the boat. This is the perks of the private tour, is that we're going to have lunch as we're heading to the next spot, so we can do more islands throughout the day. You coming on the boat? I've never seen anything like that.
Oh my god, he's made it onto the boat. That was more elegant than me.
Wow, lunchtime.
What a lunch stop. We've stopped at Snake island, we have a friend, obviously, and we have loads of great, look at this colour.
I think this is what you need, right? You just need loads of fresh fruit.
It's so fresh, and the water is so clear right now.
So guys, there was definitely one thing missing from lunch. This is absolute perfection. We have moored up on a sandbar, Snake Island. It goes between two different islands. It's high tide now, but you can still see it. The dog actually lives on that island, but has obviously walked over when it was low tide, and he's struggling to get back. Oh, he's really clever because he comes up on all the boats and steals your lunch, but wow. Cheers, I'm spilling it everywhere.
Lunch was so good, they went above and beyond. I'm kind of full now.
It was like perfect. It's like the right amount, just filling up on all the traditional Filipino fruits. But the sandbar is actually starting to come out a little bit. We're like, I'd say waist deep right now. And there's only one other boat here. I'm not walking on the way to the other island. I can't bother. I'm leaving that for the dog. Back on the boat, and we are now pulling up at Shimizu Island, which in Japanese I think means crystal clear, and you can definitely see that with the waters behind. We're just seeing it if we can actually dock, because this is one of the islands that is a stop on tour A, which is probably the most famous tour, and it's the first time I've seen a boat today.
We made it. We actually just realised that 3 years ago when we did a tour in El Nido, we didn't actually get to come onto the beach on the island. We only had lunch out at sea, so it's very good to take another island off the list again with this unreal water. Unfortunately, there's a little pest in the water.
A little sea lice.
A little sea lice.
Busy, but a beautiful island. I think it's where they have lunch on tour A, so that is why it was pretty busy, but this is so good. We're combining like 3 different routes and doing so many different islands, some unexplored ones, some that are hardly ever visited, some that obviously are really touristy, and we've just been able to like jumble them together to make like the ultimate island hopping tour. And the next stop we are heading to is the famous small lagoon. We decided to do small because we've previously done big in the past. I'm sure it's going to be busy.
A very short boat ride later, we have made it to Small Lagoon. Our first time here at Small Lagoon. We did Big Lagoon last time, and there is only one other boat here. We have the whole thing to ourselves. It is pretty incredible. I can't wait to get inside. First of all, we have to rent a kayak, and then we can go and explore. Well, we have made it onto the kayak. It was 300 pesos for a 2-man kayak, and
do you hear that?
We're still the only...
The last boat's leaving.
The last boat, yeah, okay, so now we're going to be the only boat. We've just been told that we have to go through a small hole to get into the Small Lagoon. How cool is this? We've never been to the Small Lagoon before.
I'm preferring it to Big, but maybe that's just because when we went to Big Lagoon, it was like kayaks and life jackets everywhere.
Galore, yeah. Right, we're going in. I'll put my paddle.
The smallest
gap ever. Can you see that? We're going dark right now.
Use your paddle. I'll use the paddle. It's fine.
I'll use my hand. Hang on. Ooh.
We're good. We're good.
Whoa.
Wow.
Look at that. That was perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Shut up. Do we have the whole lagoon to ourselves?
I thought there was something else in here. Look at this. Let me see if I can spin this around. We have the entirety of the Small Lagoon.
Wow.
I didn't think this was possible. This is like one of, if not the most famous place to visit in the Philippines, and we've got the whole thing. Look at this place. The whole entirety of the Small Lagoon to ourselves. There'll be no way. I'm actually blown away. I am blown away. There's no way we'd have been able to do this if we didn't do... What? What? We wouldn't have been able to do this if we didn't do the tour that we've done. So I'm just going to chill out for like half an hour in here. We've been in here 10 minutes and there hasn't been one other person. Cheers. Wow, this is needed after that. That was like top 3 travel moments ever, to have the whole place to yourself. Maybe afterwards. We have the San Mig, you have the rum. Afterwards, once we've been to the lagoon.
Maybe later.
Thank you. Our last stop of the day is a bit of a bonus, a huge bonus for us actually, and this is Cadillac Lagoon, the somewhat overlooked lagoon. People do big and small, but this one apparently is just as good and not very busy at all. This is, again, this would be tour D, so we've covered a lot of tours today, and we're seeing all of the best spots. But yet again, we have to go in a kayak to get over to the beach and the lagoon. See, you have the. I see, Alfonso. You have the strong stuff. This is the best.
Also, it's the lights.
Oh, it's light.
Yeah.
Maybe afterwards. Salamat.
From one kayak to another. Wow. Lagoon.
I like this.
Lagoons.
The rock formations here are so unique. You've got a beach, you've got a lagoon, and then you're just surrounded by giant limestone cliffs, and then these tiny little like islands made out of limestone.
Again, just only one more boat is here.
I think we're the only ones in the lagoon.
Yeah.
Maybe once we get.
We might well be, but this
quite a long way to kayak.
Unreal. Get your exercise in then.
I'm burning off the San Mig. We have just about made it to the beach at Cadillac Lagoon.
You did anyway.
I did. Molly sat there looking pretty while I paddled and wore off the red horse. But this is so nice. I'll be honest, I hadn't heard of this place until this time we came. You've got the beach behind, huge limestone cliffs, and
they look
the lagoon.
fake. I really don't know what to say, and the water's very green, isn't it? Look at it behind us.
It's more of an emerald colour here. There's a few more boats, well, kayaks just turned up. People in life jackets. I don't like life jackets. People in life jackets. We need to go back on it to get into the lagoon though. Molly volunteered to take us to the lagoon. This is a little bit of alright.
Only for 5 minutes.
I can just lay down, relax as we enter the Cadillac Lagoon, and for some reason yet again we now have it to ourselves. People have gone to the beach, we get the lagoon, all to me and my boat driver Molly.
Ready? Smile.
San Mig light. We are off back to El Nido town after Cadillac Lagoon. I am now running island hopping trips in El Nido, so I will link my details below. Wow, it's actually quite quick. I really don't want to hit a limestone cliff. Foot down, ready? Whoa! That is crazy. How am I literally taking us back to El Nido town? It's not as easy as it looks. It was the best. Thank you so much. It's the best tour we have done like in the Philippines ever.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you again. Get the beers tonight. Back in El Nido town. Wow, that was not even close to any other tour. That is by far the best island hopping tour, best tour in general that I've done anywhere ever. Bighorn tours. We will link them below. Marty was incredible. He sort of is trying to teach Molly how to swim.
Yeah.
He was basically winding Molly up all day, but it was so much fun. We got to do so many islands that we didn't think we'd be able to do in one day. They made it happen. I don't know. Blown away. Blown away. Need to go and get some dinner, but blown away.
Good morning. It has been a long time since we've said that. For those of you that don't know, that means cheers in Ukrainian, and we found a Ukrainian craft beer bar here in El Nido town.
We need some light.
I have got a pale ale, and they also do all the traditional Ukrainian dishes in here.
I miss it. The Ukrainian food is so good.
The Ukrainian food is very good. Let me just taste the beer.
Equally.
Oh, that is so crafty. I love it.
I feel like we're celebrating the island hopping. Exactly.
Celebrating the fact that I'm very red and like a lobster right now.
Good morning guys from El Nido, Palawan. Just look at that view, limestone cliffs everywhere. We actually ended up going to Art Cafe for dinner last night. It's like one of the most famous restaurants in the El Nido town. I think it's been here for years. It's our first time going there, and the food was pretty good. It wasn't too bad at all, and I'd highly recommend Bugmo if you want to go for some craft beers. Ukrainian run, Ukrainian family.
Really, really good. But that island hopping tour, honestly, it made me sleep like a baby last night. It is the best we have ever done. Very, very hard to beat. If you want a private tour, that's what they specialise in. Like, we will link them down below. Honestly, unbelievable. They went above and beyond. But we need to show you where we are staying here at Cocoon Hotel, right in the heart of El Nido town, right in the hustle and bustle. So everything is walking distance, and the limestone cliffs are right there.
We actually stayed at Cocoon 3 years ago, so it's so nice to be back. We have the biggest double bed. Our aircon is so powerful. The most amazing view, which Matt has just shown you. We have our TV, loads of storage space, and then when you come through, we have our bathroom. We also have a swimming pool downstairs, which is lovely. The owner, Eric, is so nice, and he also has 2 chow chows. One of the chow chows 3 years ago was a little puppy, and now she is a big little doggy, so it's so nice to see them. But Bighorn were absolutely amazing. I'm sure Matt has already told you how great the island tour was.
It's going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be so hard to beat. We have about 9 days here in El Nido, which is so long for us. So there's going to be more island hopping and some unique experiences. So we will see you in the next one for that.